And then and that is very important. And these are the things that we can talk we can talk with our experiences and of life and our experiences in our jobs, what we have done professionally and everything. We can help young men explore those areas in a safe environment. And it doesn't have to be in a podcast. No, we can get out of this platform and have personal conversation. You do a lot of coaching. You've coached a lot of people all over, and you've done that in safe environment, helping people in safe environment, putting them to a different stage, a different position. And these are the things that we are saying to young people out there, young men who are they were willing to, who are listening, say, hey, we are here for you. We can listen to you. We work with you. We'll support you. We'll tell you off when you need to be told off. We support you, give you a pat in the back. We will praise your name when you need to. And we do that in a loving way, not chastising, but in a loving way.
I mean, ultimately, that would probably is probably the goal, is to build a community where young men, or any man, and it's open to women. We're not, can access the podcast and have a conversation with us. If you're struggling with something in your life, just get in touch with us, and there'll be an email for both of us. Don't worry. But get in touch and we'll have a conversation. And ultimately, long term, the Crossing Borders podcast will hopefully become a proper community where
definitely
people can actually see I'm not alone. I'm not isolated. There are lots of people trying to work out how to live, how to make the most of life. Because one of the things, and you and I have talked about this a lot, is people keep putting out this expectation that they should all be millionaires by the time they're 20. And that there's some get-rich-quick scheme.
That ship has sailed for us already.
Yeah. But there should be some get-rich-quick scheme. And they look, and social, we blame social media, but the problems have always been out there. Because somebody will always come up with, well, it's all right for that person because their parents are rich. That person has their own problems. And just because their parents are rich doesn't mean they're going to be rich or they're going to know how to hold on to them.
Or their problem are solved.
Yeah, it doesn't solve any problems other than, okay, I don't have the same money worries as you. No, but I have
I've got different sets of problems.
Yeah. And people also don't understand that with money comes greater responsibility. It's very easy to have to only be angry because you don't have any money. Guess what? When you've got money, you're just going to worry about it the same way, because stock market fluctuations suddenly impact your wealth. And one of the hardest things for people without lots of money to understand is when you have a lot of money and you wake up feeling shitty about your life, that compounds the problem for you, because you're like, I should be really, really happy because I've got lots of money. But suddenly the car, the house, the holidays are not making you happy. They're making you miserable.
Not at all. Not at all.
And the other thing, happiness starts from within.
Definitely. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is for, when your self-care is, you need to exercise self-care. It's good to help people. It's good to support people. But, as we and I always talk about, if you get into a plane, if you get in the air, the stewards in the plane, they'll tell you, before you go and help others, put your mask first.
Yes.
Make sure you are safe to help others. So for any person, especially young people, for you to be able to help others, you need to make sure that you are in the good state of mind. No, your relationships with the people who are around you will also be good, because you are in the good position. If you are not in a good position, relationship with the people around you won't be good at all, because you become moody, you become all those kind of things. But if you put your mask first, care for yourself, self-care first, you become respectful, you respect yourself, you respect others.
And also,
So
if you build self-esteem, if you focus on the things that you enjoy, you take on the challenges that help you grow. And when you build that self-esteem, you also put in boundaries with people. And there's certain behaviors that you don't tolerate. And there's certain people who have habits, say drugs, excessive drinking, just always getting in trouble. You keep them at arm's length, and you don't then try to. There's one of the things that lots of people suffer from. They try saving people that are not interested in saving themselves. And when you have good self-esteem, you know where to put a boundary in place. And that's not to say I won't help you, but no. I'm not jumping over the fence to join you.
No.
If you want my help, you have to open that gate and come to me.
Exactly. You're not abandoning people who are in problems. We've got no. It's just saying these are the boundaries. This is how we need to work. It's got to be safe for me. It's going to be safe for you. And then we can move forward. And if you choose you don't want the help, that's also fine. That's your choice. But I'm here. Whenever you change your mind, I'm here.
Whenever you have good self-esteem, whenever you're in a very good place, you realize the difference between I can help you, but you have to help yourself. And you realize when people are not doing that, and that it's not your responsibility to fix it.
We had a technical hiccup a little bit there.
Right, I see.
Yeah.
So that's it, Pete, folks.
Modern day problems,
First world problems. So that's it. That's why you and I are doing this podcast. And we're starting a new.
This is the first of so many to come. So many conversations to come. And in future, people will be invited to join us, having conversations with us. Seeing what happens.
That's actually So that's a good place to start. So the plan this is how Sidney and I are thinking this is going to work. And I say very broadly, thinking about how this is going to work. We would like it to grow to a level where we can have guests come on, and Sidney and I will try and record it live as we talk to them about what's going on in their life and how we might be able to help them. And that could happen much quicker than either of us plan. So it depends. If anybody is listening to this and would like to actually speak to us, we'll record it and we'll put it up as a podcast. We will basically do that to anybody that gets in touch with us. Secondly,
and if sorry, you go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, secondly, if you don't want to be recorded, email us with a description of what the problem is, and Sidney and I will try and offer some insights and wisdom. The only thing I'd say about that, as much as we welcome it and we do, this is a platform that we haven't started yet. So we don't know what the best way for it to happen is. We don't know what the best way for this to work will be. And if we're talking to you one-to-one, we will get a better understanding of the context, and we will better understand how to help you, because you will be able to come back to us live in that moment with, yes, but this has happened or that has happened. And whereas if you write in, it will be a very one-dimensional answer, because we won't understand all of the nuances.
The context,
and we won't understand if we're explaining something that doesn't come across very well. Because it's very easy for Sidney and I to say something, we read something, say it back to you, and it's very black and white, with no understanding of the emotion or the context that led up to the email. So, but we're not trying to put anyone off.
Love that is there for people we are dealing with, because we've got lots of love. That's why we're doing it. It's something that we like, that we enjoy, and the road that we have traveled in different continents.
But also because that's a good point about the love. You and I both talk about Christianity and Jesus and our faith. And we talk about that for you and I in different ways. It's not about whether we attend a church or not. It's about how we live our actions in daily life. Define whether or not we're good Christians. And this is actually, in a way, you and I trying to be the Christians we hope to be.
And show the love that we've been shown.
Exactly. That's it.
And we're not preaching to anybody. We're talking. We're having conversations with young men, helping them to develop. We've got issues, whatever problems they might have, whatever issues, let's have the conversation. Let's see how we can get you better, because things will be better.
And that's probably the best way of looking at this. If there is something, just get in touch. Let's have a conversation.
Yes.
And we will see how we can help you.
Yeah. That's right.
And that's probably a great place to end. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. That's all, folks, they say. Yeah, thanks very much.
Thank you. So there you have it, people. That is the idea that Sidney and I have come up with. We definitely think we can be of help. We've got a lot of experience between us. We've both had some interesting jobs. And look, if you know anybody that might benefit from a conversation with Sidney and I, or you just want to listen to what we explain to people and what we tell people, stay posted, and I'll give updates as to where we are and when it's happening. And as always, thank you for listening. Please help, like, subscribe, share, be generous. It's always appreciated. Thank you.